When it comes to vitamin C and skin renewal, more isn't always better, especially if your goal is to target the sweet spot where cellular rejuvenation meets tolerability. Researchers have spent years narrowing down the ideal concentration range for topical vitamin C, and the consensus isn't found in a one-size-fits-all serum with a fancy label. It's in the molar math, somewhere between zero point 0.1 and 1.0 millimolar. That's where the magic happens, at the molecular level, where vitamin C wakes up genes, boosts collagen enzymes, and supports skin cell regeneration without tipping over into irritation or degradation. In laboratory studies using cultured human keratinocytes and fibroblasts, concentrations in the zero point 0.1 to 1 millimeter range have consistently shown optimal activity for collagen synthesis, antioxidant defense, and epigenetic remodeling. For instance, zero point 0.1 millimeters of L-ascorbic acid is sufficient to activate TT enzymes involved in DNA demethylation, which in turn can reactivate silence genes associated with repair and proliferation. At zero point 0.5 millimeters, fibroblasts begin ramping up production of collagen types I and III, while antioxidant activity in the skin improves significantly. Beyond 1 millimeter, however, the benefits often plateau, or worse, backfire. At higher concentrations, vitamin C can become unstable, particularly in aqueous formulations, and may paradoxically generate oxidative stress instead of quenching it. This happens when free iron ions are present and start catalyzing reactions that produce free radicals, basically the opposite of what you want in an anti-aging formula. There's also the risk of irritation, especially in sensitive skin types, when concentrations exceed 20%, which roughly corresponds to 1 millimeter and higher in topical form depending on formulation and pH. So, while brands that boast 25% vitamin C may sound impressive, they may also be overshooting the biologically useful window and risking reduced efficacy or even skin barrier disruption. So, how do these ideal ranges compare with commercial products? Most over-the-counter vitamin C serums contain between 10% and 20% L-ascorbic acid, which translates to roughly 0.5 to 1 millimeter if the formulation is pH balanced and stabilized. That's right on target if the product is well formulated. Stability is key here. Ascorbic acid is notoriously finicky. It oxidizes rapidly in the presence of air, light, or high pH. That means a poorly packaged serum with 20% vitamin C could end up delivering very little usable ascorbate to your skin by the time you even open it. The pH of the product also plays a critical role. For effective skin penetration, the pH needs to be around 3.5 or lower, allowing the weakly acidic form of ascorbate to pass through the stratum corneum. Once inside, the concentration must be high enough to saturate the tissues and feed intracellular processes, yet not so high that it overwhelms the skin's natural buffering capacity or destabilizes the formula. In clinical settings, topical application of 5 to 15% vitamin C, 0.3 to 0.9 millimeters, has been shown to improve skin elasticity, reduce wrinkles, and lighten hyperpigmentation over the course of 8 to 12 weeks. These findings align with the in vitro results and confirm that moderate, controlled dosing, alongside consistent application, is more effective than megadosing. Ultimately, it's not about chasing the highest number on the label. It's about biochemical precision. The skin is a selective, smart organ, and it thrives on balance. The most effective vitamin C formulations work within the body's preferred range, hitting the right concentration to turn on repair genes, activate collagen enzymes, and defend against oxidative stress, all while preserving barrier integrity and comfort. So the next time you see a product advertising supercharged vitamin C at 30% or higher, ask yourself, is that just marketing or molecular overkill? Because according to the science, skin renewal doesn't need a megaphone. It needs a whisper in the right molar range.